Hey everybody, it's Rich with Anglers again, and I'm joined today with special guest Daryl from Addiction Baits. And we want to talk today because we've got our sale coming up. So starting Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Sunday, all 4 days, we're going to have all kinds of good stuff going on sale-wise. Check out our website for all the details, but we're going to focus on a small business for Small Business Saturday. So additional savings that day. Check the website for details. Daryl, we've been buying baits from you for a while. People around the bay have been using them for a long time. So let's talk about some of the stuff that you offer. We've got tandems that we use for striped bass. We've got some snakehead stuff. We've got a whole variety of stuff we're going to go over. But let's start with our tandems. So kind of go over how you make these, what makes these so special.
All these are hand poured, hand painted. Everything's hand tied. These are the Pac-Man style head, very popular. I know within the last month you guys have sold over 400 of these, so they work very well.
Yeah, I know for me personally, having a well-rigged product is really important. I do a lot of rigging personally, and having the right knots, having the right lengths, having the right material together is really important to me personally as a fisherman. I have that confidence in these products. These are really well done. Nice paint job. They have the right size eyes on them. Just paired very well. So you're going to have a lot of confidence in these when you're out fishing for those stripers. So let's take a change to some snakehead, because you've got a whole assortment of snakehead stuff here.
Oh, yes.
So let's talk about a couple of your different baits. Why don't we start with the Splatter Bait? This is a really cool bait.
Splatter Bait, it's a hybrid design from a spinner bait and a chatter bait. If you notice on the front there, you have the chatter blade attached to the front of it, which gives the wiggle action of the chatter bait along as the spinning action of the blade for a spinner bait. I was actually featured in Fish Talk magazine by Lenny Rudo in January for that design, where he tried them out. They worked great last year, and I know Chris Dixon from Master Baiters won a tournament, amped up tournament, I believe it was in July, using that lure right there.
Nice. It's a really cool design. I haven't fished with this yet. I'm gonna have to give this one a try. I'm a big fan of chatter baits. They work really, really well. I fished a lot with these. But I haven't tried this one out, so this is really cool. Do you tip this with anything? You putting anything on here?
A lot of times we'll put like a 3.8 inch swim bait, like a Kai Tack, on it. If you get a lot of short strikes, we recommend just taking that swim bait off and just a slow, steady retrieve.
Nice.
I know some guys will take and let it drop to the bottom and twitch it some, and they'll pick up strikes that way as well.
Nice, very cool. Well, let's move over to the Thumper, which is also a chatter bait. Just more of like a traditional kind of chatter bait?
Yes, that there's probably the bread and butter of my snakehead lineup. That is probably one of the most popular, alongside of the Inline Spinner baits here, which are very effective for snakeheads. Your Thumper chatter bait, a lot of times what you could do is either slow retrieve that or do a jigging motion where you'll let it fall to the bottom, twitch it up a little bit, and let it sink back down.
Nice, nice. You know, and one of the nice things about dealing with a small business like Daryl is that he fishes the waters that you're going to fish. He's using the baits that you're going to use. So the colors, the style, you know the techniques of how these all work. So these are all winners. These are all going to be great combinations to try out. We've got some other chatter baits. Talk about this one here. What's this one?
That's a swing hook chatter frog. I also make them with the swim baits, but the frog just gives it a different action in the water, a different profile.
Yeah, frogs are really popular for snakehead guys. There's no question about that. And then you've got your inline spinner with the little paddle tail on there.
Yes, those are very popular. They're very effective. If you notice, they have an extra heavy duty hook on it. You can really slow those down, retrieve. You can rip them through. They stay upright. They don't helicopter.
Nice.
They work great.
Yeah, good componentry on these as well. They're going to hold up. They're going to last the test of time. Let's downsize a little bit. Let's go over to these little miniature chatterbaits. So I'm from the Baltimore area. I fished in the harbor a lot with chatterbaits for like perch and all kinds of stuff. I'm a huge fan of these little baits. They're a ton of fun to fish on an ultralight.
These here, good friend of mine, Kaz Kenny from Snakehead Life, helped me design those. They work great. They'll work great underneath a bobber this time of year.
Nice.
Tipped with a minnow for snakeheads.
Okay.
But they also work excellent for crappie and perch. They just give an unbelievable action in the water.
Yeah, and for anybody that's never fished a chatterbait before, this is a great way to start. With any of the baits that you offer, you have a nice selection of them. Chatterbaits give that really hard vibration in the water. You feel the rod tip vibrating as you're reeling these in. That sends that signal on. Those fish can pick up on that really easy. They feel that in their lateral line, and it's just a dinner bell ringing. It just really, really brings them in. So we've got a few more that we'll hit on. We've got... This is a wild looking bait.
That's an inline buzz bait. A lot of times you'll tip that with a ribbit frog.
Okay.
It's a topwater lure. It's great ripping it through the lilies. A lot of times if fish is chasing it, you can stop and let it drop, and a lot of times that's when they'll bite it.
Sure. And I want to highlight this last one. This is an inline spinner, but that's a monster of a bait. Look at that thing.
That's the oversized musky style lure. It has a 5-inch swim bait on the back of it, huge ribs on that to give extra vibration, and this time of year they work great slow retrieve for big snakeheads.
Oh, I bet. Well, very exciting. We've got a full line of product in the store, so definitely come by and check them out. And again, visit the website for information on our Friday. Our sale starts Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Sunday. So thank you for joining. Thank you for joining the video, Daryl.
Thanks for having me.
Come check out the products. Good luck out there. Have fun.